blazing locals. Welcome to Jamestown's only hip-hop show, The Platform. We got O'Brien Lavelle in the building today.
Turn me up. I love this interview, man. I'm glad to be here.
So how do you feel about the digital streaming era and how it's affected independent artists?
I honestly feel like it's affected independent artists in a great way because it gives us more options to express ourselves while also getting paid while doing it, man. And also it gives you a light that you wouldn't honestly get without it. So yeah, the fact that we can do that now is great, honestly. Because, I mean, you can run it up for 10 years doing that versus signing to a label and just blowing instantly. But it just depends on what you want and how you want it.
So what's your current view on the industry?
My current view is like, I love the industry, but then I don't. Because right now it's a lot of wicked stuff going on. And I prefer being independent. But, I mean, you need the industry. If I'm gonna be honest, you do need the industry. So I feel like I do need it, but I don't at the same time. Because without it, it's just gonna take very longer.
Well, yeah, most definitely, because you can't do everything by yourself. You need to have a team.
Yeah, that's a fact. So sometimes you have to break down and just get that team behind you and just go all the way.
So is there a trend that you're feeling or one that you wish would just go away?
Mumble rap's blowing up, basically. I wish the real music would return and have substance.
We are missing a lot of substance when it comes to the music game as well, because people are just getting caught up in this trance of the beat and the instrumentation, and
Yep.
They're not listening to the message.
Yep, and it's just so simple.
It's similar to what our parents and our grandparents used to say to us. They used to say, you listening, but you're not hearing.
Yeah, you listening, but you're not hearing. Yep. That's a fact. Just a big damn beat bopping.
But no message whatsoever conveyed with that.
Yep.
And that's what's hurting.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a lot of people flooding the industry with that too.
Well, you know how it goes. When one wave hits, you gotta have everybody join that wave.
Yep, that's a fact.
You don't want to be left behind instead of being the person who creates the wave. How do you feel about social media's effect when it comes to that in the industry?
And social media plays a big part because you can really go blow up overnight from social media. So I feel like social media is definitely needed. And some artists, they don't want to be on social media because they feel like, oh, I'm not to the internet. But I know some great artists who don't even have social media, and if they did, they would blow up quicker than they have now. So I feel like a lot of people need social media. And social media is very advanced too. So,
well, I mean, look how we met.
Yep, that's a fact. Wow, now that you say that, yeah. And that comes with me just from being open, and and that's another thing. People should be open-minded and open-hearted. They shouldn't just be closed in. They should want to try different things, meet people, talk to new people, or introduce themselves, I feel like. So.
Well, that's the importance of us on the platform here, is we're trying to give a new fan base to those artists that won't be heard anywhere else. Because they got a certain vibe, and you know how it goes in different parts of the United States. You're going to listen to that type of vibe. You're not going to pay attention to everybody else and what they're doing unless somebody brings it to you or to your attention. And that's what needs to be done, more networking, more, because the sound changes. I don't know if that's the way it is down in Georgia, that like from one side of Georgia to the other, the hip hop sound, it changes. Like here in New York, that you start with, let's say, the Griselda sound here by Buffalo, New York, or Western New York. But as you go across, you get like the boom bap, you get the old school sounds, you get the newer school stuff.
Yes, sir, that's a fact. You definitely not lying. And then sometimes, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say people, me, myself, in today, 2026, I'd rather play some 1990s music and vibe out rather than the day's music, you know? It's just that vibe about it. It's so timeless. And that's how I try to make my music. Like if I make a song today and you play it in 2050, it'll still sound good basically. I feel like that's what the goal I try to achieve in the studio.
Now, let me piggyback off of what you just said. Do you make music for you or do you make music for your fans?
For me. And that's why I do not drop consistently. That's why I gotta change that. But I make it for me.
The only reason I ask that is because there's certain artists that they'll make the music for the fans, but then when the fans come back with that bad feedback, it totally eats away at that artist's mindset. It eats away at their creativity. It eats away at just their whole, I don't know, body of work.
Yeah, it shuts them down, basically.
Yeah, it shuts them down.
Yeah.
Unlike if you're making it for yourself, if you like it, then fuck it. Then that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. I've been through that before. I have been through that. But then I realized, too, that at one point, they didn't even know me. And now they criticizing my music. So it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. So even if it's bad, I'll take it because it's like, hey, you still listen, you know? And back in the day, I couldn't even get nobody to listen to me. So it's kind of like baby steps. My uncle told me, never neglect the progress of a baby step. So instead of looking at it like, oh, they listen to it and they might not like the sound of it, I'll just be like, man, I'm just glad they listen to it, you know?
It must be doing something right if they listen to it.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because everybody's not going to like it. That's true.
So do you participate in any of these Reels, TikToks, or any of these other social media things?
Yes, sir, I do. Matter of fact, I do have a new TikTok, and I believe it's OB3 the GOAT or OB3 the GOAT 225, one of them. But you can just search OB3 the GOAT and I'll pop up. One of them active. But I do be on TikTok, Instagram heavy, X, Facebook mostly. What else? YouTube. I'm just now getting right with YouTube, so I'm gonna have a lot of new content coming to YouTube real soon. But I do want to stream as well, so I'm gonna try to tap into that soon too.
So how do you market yourself so the world and everybody else knows it's O'Brien Lavelle?
I'm honestly a self-promoter. I love to self-promote because I really don't have a big team behind me, so I'm mostly a self-promoter. And I mean, there's a lot of different tools out there you can use to self-promote as well until you get to that label. And I also DM other people who create covers, who do promo work, and they may want to come up with a little plan to work out a little money deal, and I'll throw them something and they'll throw me something on the back end, and we'll make it all work.
Now, what year did you say that you started doing this hip-hop thing?
When I was 9 years old, so that would have been after March 29th of 2008.
So how has your writing style changed from then to now? How has it evolved?
Okay, so from then, I would say it would be more of me with a pencil and paper, and I would be more realer than I am now, to be honest, because now I freestyle, I go off the head, and I also go to my notes in my phone, and I may write like one line, go off that line, and then just go from the rest in my head.
So when it comes to like figuring out what you want to put out as album material and what you want to put out as freestyle material, and then you have the rest that you feel is not what you want to be at the par, how do you decipher that?
Honestly, I'm the type of person to drop all. I really release all. I like the good and the bad. I want you to hear everything about me. I don't pick and choose or sugarcoat. And if it's bad, I want you to hear it too. But honestly, I really don't put out bad music. Even my bad music is good.